If your toenail fungus keeps coming back, even after you've tried creams, prescriptions, or home remedies, there's something important you need to understand. Because in many cases, the fungus you see isn't the real problem. And that's the part almost no one talks about. You treat it. It seems to get better. The discoloration fades a little, and the nail looks clearer. But then, a few months later, it's back. Thick nails, yellowish edges, a brittle texture, and maybe even that faint odour you try to ignore. You trim it. You file it. You apply another cream, hoping this time will be different. But it always returns. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. Millions of adults over 40 struggle with this exact problem, and what makes it so frustrating is that it doesn't feel dangerous, just persistent, embarrassing, and stubborn. It almost feels like your own body isn't cooperating. Many people start to think they're doing something wrong. Maybe it's hygiene, genetics, or just a part of getting older. But here is what most people are never told. Toenail fungus is not just a surface issue, and treating it like one is often the very reason it keeps coming back. Let me explain this in simple terms. Fungal organisms are incredibly adaptive. When they settle under your nail, they don't just sit there exposed. They build themselves a fortress. Scientists call this a biofilm. Think of a biofilm as a microscopic, invisible shield. It helps the fungus anchor itself deep in the nail bed and resist any outside threats. That includes moisture, your environment, and yes, even the topical treatments you're using. So when you apply a cream that only works on the outer layer of the nail, it might reduce what you see on the surface, but it probably isn't reaching what's hiding underneath. That's why the infection can appear to improve, without ever being truly eliminated. Most over-the-counter solutions are designed for surface application. While they might temporarily reduce the visible symptoms, they often don't penetrate deeply enough to address the root environment where the fungus survives. That's not a flaw in the product itself, it's just a limitation of how surface treatments work. Now, here's where things get more interesting. Toenails grow very slowly, much slower than your fingernails. This means if even a small amount of fungus remains under the nail plate, it has plenty of time to regroup and spread again before the new, healthy nail has a chance to grow out. Add in the constant moisture from socks, tight shoes, gym floors, or even just normal daily sweating, and you've created the perfect comeback environment. So, the real hidden reason your toenail fungus keeps returning is often this: incomplete elimination. It's not because you didn't try hard enough or weren't consistent. It's because the treatment never fully disrupted the protective structure the fungus built for itself. When that biofilm stays intact, the fungus can just lay low, waiting to rebuild over time. This explains the frustrating cycle so many people experience. Treat, improve, stop, and then it returns. A cycle that can go on for years. Understanding this changes everything. Once you realise the issue isn't just about killing fungus on the surface, but about disrupting its protective shield and addressing the deeper environment, you can finally stop repeating the same strategy over and over. And that's where smarter approaches begin. Now that we know about biofilm and incomplete elimination, let's talk about why so many treatments fail, even the prescription ones. Some formulas use aggressive chemical agents that can be harsh on the surrounding skin. If your nail bed becomes irritated or inflamed, it can actually make it harder for the area to heal properly. Other treatments focus only on their antifungal action without considering how they'll penetrate the nail. If a compound can't get beneath the nail plate, it's not going to fully address the protected fungal layers. And there's another factor most people overlook: combination. Fungal resilience often requires more than just one line of attack. A truly effective approach might need to do several things at once: disrupt the biofilm, inhibit fungal growth, support the health of the surrounding nail environment, and address moisture conditions. This is why researchers have studied certain natural compounds known for their powerful properties. For example, undecylenic acid is recognized for its ability to inhibit fungal growth and is commonly used in topical applications for nail concerns. Tea tree oil has been widely researched for its antifungal activity and ability to support skin clarity. Manuka oil is known for its antimicrobial properties and has been studied for its potential to help manage resistant microorganisms. And clove oil has demonstrated properties in lab settings that may help disrupt fungal cell membranes. Individually, these ingredients have been explored for their supportive properties. But when they are thoughtfully combined in a topical formula, they can offer a much more comprehensive approach than a single ingredient solution. Notice my wording here: may support, designed to help, formulated for penetration. This isn't about a miracle cure, it's about support. And that's why certain topical blends that combine these ingredients are becoming so popular among people who are tired of the same old surface-only routine. One example of this is a formula called Care Essentials. Care Essentials combines undecylenic acid with essential oils like tea tree and Manuka in a topical application that's specifically designed to reach beneath the nail surface and support a healthier nail environment. It's not positioned as a replacement for a prescription. Instead, it's formulated as a supportive option for those looking to address the deeper layers, not just what's visible on top. For many people, that shift in approach makes perfect sense, because if recurring toenail fungus has been a part of your life for months or even years, the solution may not be about trying harder. It may be about trying differently. If surface treatments haven't given you the lasting results you want, it could be worth exploring options that are specifically formulated to support deeper penetration and disrupt that protective biofilm. The link to learn more about the formula I mentioned is right in the description below. Take your time, read the information, and understand how the ingredients are intended to work together. Because when it comes to something as persistent as nail fungus, clarity is often the first real step toward change. And sometimes, the hidden reason isn't that treatments don't work, it's that they never reach the real problem to begin with. Thanks for watching.